CPT JJ-CPV Evaluation and Management, E&M Services Guidelines, page 6, part 2. We're continuing with the definition of counseling. What is counseling, right? And this is a continued section, and can we read that?
Okay, counseling is a discussion with a patient and or family concerning one or more of the following areas.
Yeah, we're reviewing the areas where that the doctor talks with the patient or his family. That is considered counseling, right? So we continue.
Instructions for management, treatment, and or follow-up.
Right, the doctor tells how the treatment is going to go, and a follow-up means a future visit to check on how is it going, right? Next.
Importance of compliance with chosen management, treatment options.
Yeah, whatever advice or whatever instructions that the doctor gives you, you have to follow them to the letter, right? Because that's the best way to get the treatment to work. Okay, the next one.
Risk factor reduction.
In every treatment there are risks, and the doctor will tell you how you can reduce those risks, because risks is just a possibility, it's just a probability, it's not something sure. So you can reduce the risks by just following the doctor's instructions. And then
patient and family education,
which means just knowing about your procedure and knowing about what is how is it working. So the more you know, the more you will be able to follow and see the best way for the procedure to work. Okay, so that's our theory, and there's a little more reading there that you can do that by your own. And now we're going to do a problem. So ready, set, go. Okay, the problem is CPT JJ-RVA, page 254, exercise 48, and this is a level 2 exercise, and it is
bronchoscopy.
A bronchoscopy means an examination of the bronchi, right? Okay, let's read that.
Surgery, respiratory, bronchoscopy.
With multiple?
With multiple transbronchial right upper and right lower lobe lung biopsy with fluoroscopic guidance. And right. The title is bronchoscopy.
Bronchoscopy. Now, the thing to remember here is the right. Right, is the upper and the lower, but both of them are right. Right upper and right lower. So right is the key word here, and of course that the procedure is a transbronchial lung biopsy with fluoroscopic guidance. Okay, so that is the procedure. Now we're gonna count to 3, so you can pause the video and give us the CPT code or codes for this problem. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the answer is 2 codes, 31628-RT and 31632-RT. Did you get that? If you got it, congratulations, because this is a level 2 problem. If you got it, you're good. You're good on your way to passing the test. But if you didn't get it, don't worry. It's a little difficult, so we're going to give you some tips. Tip number 1.
Level 2 difficulty. There are 2 codes.
There are 2 codes. That's where we consider level 2. Right? The first one is for?
It's for the first lobe.
The first lobe. So the first lobe has its own unique code, and the second is one for?
It's for each additional lobe.
Each additional lobe, right? And there's no difference whether it's upper or lower lobes. Each additional lobe is included in the second code. Now, for both codes, the tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is start with fluoroscopy.
Right? Start with fluoroscopy for both codes. Now, tip number 3.
Alternate routes to check fluoroscopy for fluoroscopic guidance.
For fluoroscopic guidance, okay? So because there's that word guidance, and that you have to look in the when you're looking in the index, right? And tip number 4.
Check modifiers list.
And RT is?
Right side.
Yeah, we told you at the beginning that this was the right side. Both of them are right side, so they need a modifier. That is just the right side, okay? So now we have the links to understand the procedure, and as usual, we have the 3 A+ links, which we advise you to watch. And if you're further interested, you can watch the 2 additional links. Okay, so you have everything. You have the tips, you have the links, and you have the answers. Now, we're going to count to 3 so you can pause the video and then give us the path, how we got to the answer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the summary of the whole problem. This is the surgery section of the CPT code. Is the respiratory system is a bronchoscopy with multiple transbronchial right upper and right lower lobe-lung biopsy and fluoroscopic guidance. Okay, so the first code, or the code number 1, through the index is found like this.
First you go to index.
Go to the index.
You start with fluoroscopy.
You start with fluoroscopy.
Then you go to chest.
Go to chest.
Then you go to bronchoscopy.
Bronchoscopy. Okay, so it's kind of a reverse order here, right? You go to fluoroscopy first, right? Then since this is transbronchial and the bronchi is in the chest, you go to chest and then you go to bronchoscopy, right? And then you get a range of codes there, right? So you're gonna go to the tabular to see which one it is. So the code 1 through the tabular is found like this.
First you go to tabular.
So you check the first one, okay? So it says bronchoscopy, which is good. It says fluoroscopy, but then it says with?
And with cell washing.
We don't have that. So let's keep looking. The other one says the same thing, but it says with?
Brushing.
Brushing. The other one says the same thing, but it says with?
Bronchial alveolar lavage.
We don't have that.
And the next one is bronchial or endobronchial biopsy.
Biopsy. We don't have that.
The next one is placement of fiducial markers.
Markers. And then?
When the next one is computed assisted.
Keep going.
The 31628 is with transbronchial lung biopsy.
That's what we have, right? Transbronchial lung biopsy. Here, see? You see? Transbronchial lung biopsy, right? And since this is a fluoroscopy, that's our whole keywords. So we go back to the last one, which is with transbronchial lung biopsy, single lobe, right? That's the first code, right? Now, but there's not just a single lobe. There's 2 lobes. So we have to have a code for the second lobe. So the code number 2 is found like this.
First you go to index.
Go to index.
Then you go. First you start with fluoroscopy. Then you go to chest.
You're right.
Then you go to bronchoscopy.
Which is exactly the same route that you follow here. But now we're going to go through all of them again, and then you're going to find the one that says transbronchial lung biopsy, which is the last one, right? We're not going to go again because it's the same thing. But the last one says transbronchial lung biopsy and says each additional. So each additional reserves this code. So this is our second code, right? Now, you didn't do a path for the right lung. Well,
it's modifier.
The modifier, it only tells you that it's the right lobe, right?
Right.
So we have to add that because it's the right lobe. It's not both lobes, and it's not the left, and the left lobe is the right lobe. So that's why for the first one, for the single one, is a right lobe, and for each additional one is again the right lobe. So that's why we add the modifier RT, which means right side, right? So that is our problem and our solution. And don't forget to visit our website and
subscribe to us in YouTube by clicking here for our new medical coding videos.
All right, just clicking the subscribe button and you will get
up to 3 videos every day that we make. ICD-10, CPTs, all that's needed to pass medical coding certification exams.
So don't forget to visit our website and subscribe to our videos. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.